Hey everyone, it's Kylie. I have a book haul for you today. I'm sure you already guessed that. So I'm going to start with the first book that I got in the last month or so, and that is Aurora Rising by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. I am so excited about this. This is one of those things where if you got it pre-ordered by April something, I believe, you get a free copy of Memento right here, and that hasn't come in yet, but that was my whole reasoning for getting this pre-ordered. My mother-in-law was kind enough to pre-order it and submit the receipt for the Memento book for me, so this was a birthday gift, and I am very excited. I believe this follows a few people, and they're supposed to be like kind of like a ragtag team, and they're supposed to do something. I honestly don't know. All I know is I love this author duo. I love their writing. I love their storytelling. So I'm just very glad to have this, and I'm even more excited for Memento. So I don't have a Memento, but I've got this one. The next two books I have, I actually got because me and my husband got mad at each other, and I went to Barnes & Noble's, and I just decided to buy some books as my personal middle finger to him. It's all good now. We're good. But the first one I got is Sky Without Stars by Jessica Brody and Joanne Rendell. And this is an autographed copy. I can show you the autograph. So like I said, this is an autographed copy, and this is like a retelling of Les Mis, only sci-fi. So I'm very excited. I read a Jessica Brody book, The Chaos of Standing Still, at the beginning of the year, and I absolutely loved it, so I'm really interested to see how this book goes. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, those two books, this one and The Chaos of Standing Still, are extremely different genres, so I'm just very excited. This will kind of be new to me. Yes, I've read Jessica Brody, but I've never read like her sci-fi stuff, or I don't even know, does she have any more sci-fi stuff? I have no idea, but I'm very excited for this. All right, and the second book, I have it, but I am too lazy to go get it, and that is Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by, I don't remember her name, but there's a picture right here. This is a memoir about a therapist who needs to see a therapist, or a counselor, or whatever, but I am personally a huge advocate for mental health, for seeing a therapist, for going to see your psychiatrist. My cat scratching the door. So I am a very huge advocate for mental health awareness, and I think that this is going to be like an excellent book for me to just explore somebody else's perspective. So I recently went on vacation to the Oregon coast, and we were headed back to my mother's house, and I live in Idaho, but she lives in Central Oregon. So on the way back to Central Oregon from the Oregon coast, we took a detour through Portland, Oregon, and we got to stop at Powell's bookstore. And I got 5 books from there. So the first one is Inspection by Josh Malerman, and I don't know anything about this book, and I kind of want to keep it that way. But I know that I did read Bird Box, which was fantastic, and I highly recommend. But I also read Unburied Carol, also by him, and I was very disappointed by that. So I'm hoping that this will swing more of the Bird Box direction and be very well done. And I'm not hoping that it ends up being the Unburied Carol direction and is terrible. So I'm hoping for good things for this book. We'll kind of see. This is going to be kind of that decision maker on whether I will pick up more Josh Malerman or not. But I do love this cover, and I couldn't resist it. The next book I got is called Collected Schizophrenias, Essays by Esme Weijing Wang. I hope I pronounced that right. But this is just an essay of people's experiences with schizophrenia. I actually have a psychotic disorder that's not entirely different from schizophrenia. It's called schizoaffective disorder, and it's basically if you take schizophrenia and bipolar and they had a baby and you get schizoaffective disorder. Okay, so I've been spending a lot of my time the last couple months since I've been diagnosed officially, understanding just schizophrenia and schizoaffective disorder and the mind and what it is to be psychotic. And I thought that this was a good place for me to read up on it. Not so much the science stuff, but the personal accounts of it. So I will get back to you on how this is at some point, probably in the near future. And then I also got Sea Witch by Sarah Henning. I don't know a lot about this book. I know it involves like witches and I want to say potentially mermaids, but I could be wrong. I just know that me and my friend Deanna have been eyeballing this book for quite some time, and we want to share this book basically. Like I want to read it and then lend it to her or vice versa. So I got Sea Witch. All right. Then I got The Snow Child by Ewan Ivey. This is, let's see if I remember this. This is about a couple who really want to have a baby, and they've been struggling. And then one day this child appears in like the forest, snowy area. And so I think they take them in. Do not quote me on that. I actually did not double check that. That's completely based on memory from like 8 months ago when somebody else said it in another BookTube video. So that's what I think it's about, but I could be completely wrong. Either way, I just absolutely love this cover. Ever since it came out, I've just been like, I need this book. So I finally got it and I'm very excited to read it nonetheless. And finally, I got The Witch Elm by Tana French. And I know absolutely nothing about this book, as I do most of the books I buy. All I know is I am a sucker for like this white color or covers. I'm a sucker for white covers, just these like pretty washed out covers. They are my thing, and I've always wanted this book for the cover alone. I have heard some negative things about this book, so I'm not sure how much I'll enjoy it, but either way, I'm just really glad to have this beautiful cover on my shelf. That is all the books that I have for you today. I haven't been buying many books just because I've been incredibly slumpy. I've been saying that a million times for like 2 months straight, but it's completely true. So I haven't been buying too many books. I'm trying to, try a different hobby to see if I can get out of my slump. I've been trying to read what I already have, maybe reread some books that I have, just anything like that. But buying books, I just don't want to buy them if I'm not interested in them too much, just because sometimes when you're in a slump, you just don't really want to read, so you're not thinking about things that you might enjoy so much. So those are all the books I've gotten over the last couple months, and most of them are ones I already knew for a long time that I wanted on my shelves. And I finally got them. So with that being said, this is the end of the video. Go ahead and give a thumbs up and a like if you want to. I won't force you to do anything. If you want to stay connected with me, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, and both of those handles will be in the description below, and I always respond. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye.